One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another team from the ACC, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Beal. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Golden Bears offense will have the football first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Makes the grab close to the logo. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Longhorns offense will take the field for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Dropping back, it's Kennedy. Dances away. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Golden Bears headed quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to...
Oh, he's got some space. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Let's take a minute and talk about Cal. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? That's what just happened. Listen. Well, you've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations, and this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Right down the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Kennedy. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got him downfield. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. They'll keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Soft spot in the middle. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And that is incomplete. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll go to the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He wants to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. From midfield, looking for room. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and...
He's got it down the left. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Texas!
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Beal. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
They'll run play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Gets open down the middle. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. The Golden Bears will call on their punt team. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Kennedy. He's going for a big play downfield. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per...
Makes the grab on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The secondary walks up on the line showing press coverage. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Golden Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. A strike downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bear!
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He lets it fly. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Kennedy. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it, 1st down and more. The offense will quickly use the timeout. And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got his man, makes the grab. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the 1st. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
The Golden Bears will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Gets it out to the 33 before he goes out of bounds. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Prince. Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. So now to try to take advantage of that defensive stop time starting to work against him a little bit, and we'll see what they can do. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. To to the air on first down. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal block.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a man in the middle. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The play action fake. He's going to throw deep right side. Snags it. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Memphis endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from the Liberty Bowl, and the Tigers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Always fun to see two of the better programs.
There he goes. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides to back and leaves it. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. And the Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Gregory. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looking to throw on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Boone. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Rush is on him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the...
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Tight coverage there. Did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And they'll take over 1st and 2nd.
Looking to throw, it's Kennedy. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Turning on the Jets. He's at the top. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt. You cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Longhorns! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
52, Cal 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Beal. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. All right, guys, let's talk a second about Cal. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches, that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful.
60, Cal 7.
Coming out with it, it's Cano. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Snags a quick pass on the left. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28. Leaves it with the running back. Nice move to keep running. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Golden Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers,